welcome back to Gugu's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name is Alexis and I post 2 videos a week on a Tuesday and a Thursday at 7 AM. So if you love recipe videos like this one and you want to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And now I'm going to share with you how to make my delicious oven baked salmon and prawn pasta dairy free. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make my delicious oven baked cheesy salmon and prawn pasta dairy free. So this recipe is really easy to do and it contains some really simple ingredients that are super tasty. I'm actually really excited to share this recipe with you because I love making this one. It normally gets completely eaten on the day I make it as well. My husband and son really love this and so do I. It is such a tasty recipe and we're going to be having it for our dinner this evening. So as always, while I was making it, I thought I'd share the recipe with you. So here is how to make my delicious oven baked salmon and prawn cheesy pasta dairy free. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to preheat my oven to 200 degrees. My oven has preheated and I've taken my baking tray out of the oven. I did put this in when I was preheating it just to heat it up a little bit. You can do this, you don't have to. If you forget, don't worry about it, but I do find it cooks things a little bit quicker if you put the baking tray in. So now I'm going to add my tomatoes to this. So I've got some fresh on the vine tomatoes. I think I've got about 500 grams. You can use as many or as little as you like. But these are delicious. If you can get the on the vine tomatoes, they are super tasty and really nice in this dish as well. So I'm put those into my baking tray and then I'm just going to add some onion to this dish as well. And as you can see on my chopping board I have the salmon and I have it skin side up. That's because I'm airing the skin. So basically I put it skin side up, and what happens when you put it skin side up, the air dries it out a little bit. So when I put it in the bottom of this baking tray, or when you put it in the bottom of a frying pan, the skin will go nice and crispy. My husband and son don't like the skin, so I'll be removing that later, but I'll be eating it and I love crispy skin, so that's all for me there. I'm looking forward to that. And now I'm going to add a bit of salt to the tomatoes because salt will bring out the sweetness in the tomatoes. Don't ask me how that works, I have no idea, but it does bring out the sweetness in them, I have to say. And then I'm just going to drizzle over a little bit of olive oil as well. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to toss all of these ingredients together until everything is covered in the oil. And I think I forgot to say that I just peeled and sliced and diced 1 red onion for this recipe. So yeah, I'm just tossing everything together and I'm going to put this into the oven now for about 10 to 15 minutes. So my tomatoes have been cooking for about 15 minutes now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the fish in skin side down, and I'm going to try and cook this on the actual baking tray as well, because then hopefully the skin will become nice and crispy. So I'm just going to go and wash my hands now. So I've washed my hands and I'm going to put this back into the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes now. So just before I finish cooking everything, I'm going to add in the prawns to this dish as well. And I have about 300 grams of uncooked prawns. If you don't want to use uncooked prawns, then please feel free to use cooked prawns. And all I'm going to do now is just try to spread them out so they're not in the tomato vines too much. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back into the oven for about 5 minutes and hopefully they should cook through beautifully. So yes, I'm off back to the oven now. So everything is cooked and I just want to say my prawns were actually only in the oven for about 2 minutes and I just checked them and they were pink. So basically once they go pink from grey, that's it, they're cooked. So now what I'm going to do is just take the tomatoes from the vines. This smells so good. So I'm just taking the tomatoes from the vines like so. That's it. I've got those off. And then I'm going to add in, oh no, first I'm going to take the skin from the bottom here. So I'm just going to take the skin off. I'm going to go and get myself a plate. Hang on. So I've taken this, I've removed the skin because my husband and son don't really like the skin. So I'm taking the skin off all of theirs. Oh, and the skin is beautifully cooked as well. It's not that crispy. Oh, there's my alarm. Hang on a sec. But it is beautifully crispy. So it is beautifully cooked. So I'm just removing the skin because, as I said, my husband and son don't really like the skin. So I will eat that later. That will be mine. Excuse me. And now what I'm going to do is just break up the salmon in this dish, like so. And then I'm going to add in my cashew nut cream cheese. So I'm just going to get a spoon. Let me get a spoon. And this adds the cheesy no cheese part. So if you wanted to add cream cheese to this, then you could. If you wanted to add goat cheese or feta cheese, then please do, or ricotta. A cheese of your choice, basically. But if you fancy cashew nut cream cheese, then I will leave the recipe in the description box below for you. So I'm just adding all of that cashew nut cream cheese into this baking tray. And then I'm going to add in a big handful of basil as well, and this gives it such good flavour, I have to say. And this, oh god, it smells so good right now. So yes, I'm just adding in the basil as well, and then once the basil is in, I'm going to put in my pasta. And this dish is so simple and easy to make, and it honestly takes under an hour to make, I'd say. So it's a great dish for the week, for midweek, and it could also make a really quick evening meal as well. So that is our dinner done. I'm going to go and serve this now, and I'm going to go and enjoy it at the dinner table. That's how you make my dairy-free oven-baked salmon and prawn pasta, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, I'm off to eat this now, and it smells so good, I cannot wait. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.